Hello, welcome. Today I'd like to start a conversation on, the first of a series of 3 conversations on presence. And presence in the context of being a masterful human being, or being a masterful coach, or being a masterful teacher, or a masterful leader. Any of those will fit in here. And so the first, I hold it in 3 different kind of components. One is the being piece, the quality of attention or attentiveness that you have at any given time in the world. The next part are the elements of living in relationship. And then the third part are the elements of living with compassion, or in compassion, and actually with compassionate objectivity. If any of you have worked with me before, you know that's a principle that I believe is imperative in our works, particularly when we're supporting others in growth and development. But today is about quality of attentiveness and attention. We all know that we don't pay attention all the time. We're not attentive even when we're paying attention. In other words, really listening, allowing information in before we've made an assessment. And as soon as we make an assessment of something, we stop listening quite often. So one of the elements of mastery in communication with another human being, the relating piece, is the ability to be really, really present, to be attentive and give attention to another human being, what they're saying, what you're observing they're feeling, without having a head full of thoughts. One of the core things that we learn to do as a coach is to stop the chatter so that we can give our attention and learn to hold even the construction of a question until after someone has finished sharing or offering something. And it's not easy. And that attentiveness, when you can master just really being here, being in with another human being, opening yourself so that you can hear and take in all the information, you have access to more resources. You have access deeply to your intuition, for example, in coaching. I know, or even with my husband or my children, when I'm listening to them. So many times things have come out of my mouth that I have no idea where they came from. And I'm sure that's happened to you as well. And it's often because I've really allowed that curious open space. And I'm going to say that again, that curious open space, because the attentiveness and the ability to give attention is linked completely 100% with curiosity. It's being curious. Oh, golly. So the more curious we are, the more attentive we can be, and the more attention that we can give other people or our environment. Just simply, how many times have you driven down the road and arrived somewhere and went, oh my gosh, how did I get here? And all of a sudden, another day you're driving the same route and you become attentive to your surroundings, you're paying attention, you go, am I on the right street? I haven't noticed that tree before. I'm sure we've all had those experiences. And so part of us really mastering our ability to navigate in this world well, in relationship, which is our next component, which will be in video 2, is our ability to just be here. Just be here, right here and now, in a way that allows information in. So that when you turn and you look, it's the concept of stop and smell the flowers. If you stop and put your attention and take the information in, what comes in is just beautiful. Even if it's challenging information. And an example would be today. Took my husband to a doctor's appointment, and he was really frustrated about why he had to go. And he was explaining his frustration about it and all that. And he was really frustrated. And one of the things I've learned in my communication with him over the years is that I just have to simply listen and then acknowledge his state. I said, put my hand on his knee. I said, I totally hear you. And he says, yeah, but most people don't hear me. And he started to calm down because he felt heard. And that's a big shift for me, because I'm the, turn the prism and what's positive about something. Normally I would go, oh, honey, this will be done. It's part of the system. I would have explained and all of that. And you don't need that. In the quality of attentiveness and attention that you give another human being, you just acknowledge what is so. You acknowledge what is coming in. And then you can do stuff. Then you can make the choice. So that acknowledging piece first before you do anything else is a key to actually being heard as well on the other side of it. So just a thought. If someone is telling you how they feel and are a little upset, instead of trying to fix it, perhaps just acknowledge what is so for them right now and the feelings that they're having. And many of you probably already do that, but think about it. It took me, we've been together over 30 years, and it took me a long time to figure that out. So present, how am I being present? And what is my attention in that presence to him, to you, to my clients, to anybody there, right? And then what do I have as a resource, as a result of quieting this, so that I can offer perhaps some wisdom that comes from someplace else than my brain, or an intuitive piece pulling things together based on what they have offered, and allowing the space for them to come up with their own things as well. So the quality of attention with a clear mind, with a clear mind and a way of being that lets the other person know that you're really listening, that you're really paying attention. So that's pretty it. That first element of mastering being human is about listening, is about our attention and what we do with it. And it's about creating space, all of those elements. And we're done with video 1. Tune in again for video 2 on living in relationship. This is a spider web and they're all together. So thanks for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.